Nathan Adlin for the Fast Lane Car, and do I have a surprise for you? We're in Moab, and that ain't no regular Jeep, baby. That's something special. Have a look.
The only Jeep in Moab with hubcaps on it right now. We started with the four-door Sahara, and we used the Mopar J8 kit. So we actually used two of them in order to extend the bed past the rear wheel, so it goes a lot further than the stock J8 conversion. And the idea behind that was we could get a spare tire up underneath. And this is where you can see the Mopar kit and how we've manipulated it. So the Mopar kit usually goes to here. And I took this sheet metal, flopped it over to that side, that one flopped it over to this side, and that gave us the length. And then we created a new fender flare, and because we put a bench seat in the inside, we were allowed to push the cab way forward. And what that gave us, between lengthening it for the spare tire and using both sides of the wheel well, we now have a 6-foot bed out of it. So we got a really usable bed out of the back.
What makes this a different vehicle to drive?
Well, basically, you're driving pretty much a four-door Jeep Wrangler right now. There's nothing really different other than the modifications that have been made to the suspension and the wheels and tires being old school wheels and tires. You're kind of missing out on a little bit of that new technology. But the only difference you would ever notice is maybe in an extreme decline, you got the added length on the rear, so your departure angle out of the rear is a little bit compromised compared to a stock JK four-door.
Okay, there are going to be Jeep people watching this who are going to start burning torches and demanding that Jeep immediately make this available to the customer. How likely do you think that is?
That
Don't hold your
is
breath.
not a question for me to answer. Yeah.
Hey, can you tell me about the tires? They are very different.
The tires are actually, I'm not sure the manufacturer of the tire, but they're a steel belted tire that is a remanufactured tire from the 60s. So it is exactly what you would have gotten on the truck if it were a, say, the mid-60s J10 Gladiator.
Super high profile, very, very narrow. For the Fast Lane Car, and for Moab, and for Jeep, this is Nathan Adlin saying, see you next time. This is sweet.
So what we have power plant wise is actually the stock Pentastar V6, 3.6 liter, makes great power, so we decide not to really mess with that and change that around. We've got the Dynatrac Dana 44s front and rear. It's got ARB air lockers. It's got the Mopar TerraFlex lift on it, as well as the sway bar release.